brought back again.
Week 2, bitch.
This is crazy. I
You have
feel
a new
kinda
job.
starstruck, Yeah.
Are you the new host of Confidently Insecure, the podcast where I believe sure we don't know everything? I am your host, Zach, still out of town, so the athlete's here, baby. Towers.
And I'm Kelsey Ding Dong Darragh because
All right.
I like Ding Dong. That's a good one. Oh, jeez. Boo.
Ding dong. You're back. Zach is still on tour.
Yeah,
I
I'm
miss
basically
him.
a full-time employee at this point. so
Yeah, I'm not paying you.
That's okay.
I won't be paying you.
I get to look at Kirby for like half the time. so-
Kirby's back here, our foster dog, the most perfectest bulldog that ever did bulldog slash bully slash pitbull slash American bulldog.
And the most couch potato, lackluster, don't need to do anything, just
Nope.
chilling on the couch, no worries.
I DM'd the dog DNA company that I've done brand deals with before, and this is where it's awkward. In the contract that I originally did the deal with, they said like, we'll do this deal for whatever amount of money for this exchange of posts, and included in this deal is unlimited DNA tests for any of your foster dogs. And I was like, that's incredible. Like I can give the people that adopt the
Yeah,
dogs.
that sounds great.
Yeah. And so they sent me a couple like for the original deal or whatever, and I haven't needed one since. And now I need one. And I went back on my emails and like there's no contact
Oh,
info for
Just
like how
just
to
a
get it.
blank recipient. No
Yeah.
problem.
And so I like DM'd them being like, I tried to make it sound like it's no big deal. I was like, hey, we have a new medical foster dying to know her DNA. Like, could you send a kit to like, here's my address?
Who's this bozo?
But they haven't responded.
Left on red.
And I kind of wonder if they're just going to be like, yeah, here's the link to purchase one. Or if they're going to be, am I going to have to be like, this is weird, but you guys told me I could have them. And they're going to be like,
How's it feel to get left on red?
It happens a lot.
Fun fact, Kelsey left me on red when we
What?
first met.
What are you talking about?
I'm just joking. I just thought I'd toss that one out. Make me feel something, you know?
You do one episode, you think you're a fucking comedian.
Hey, I don't know.
Leave the jokes
I'm the
to
one-
me. I'm just kidding. Your episode got 10,000 views. That's pretty crazy.
That's crazy. I mean, hey, you get a nice little clickbait title. Hey,
The people want to know. The people want to know. Hey,
Housekeeping.
how's you doing? How's your house? How's it keeping?
my house has been keeping.
Yeah.
A lot of dogs involved, which
Yeah.
is never a bad thing.
Yeah.
Kirby is always around and just like attached to Kelsey's foot,
Oh
which
my
is
God,
like
I know.
very cute, but at the same time, 'cause
Worrisome.
she came back from a little side quest of her foot being a little bit messed up.
Yeah.
and,
She had to go to the vet for a night.
and when she came back, that was
Oh
definitely
my
a big shift in
God.
terms of like anxiety, like separation anxiety.
Yeah,
she
like-
was.
It makes me worrisome because like whoever adopts her has got to be okay with like
Yeah,
some side visits maybe.
yeah. I mean, she does really well, to be honest, but at the same time, definitely noticed a bit of a change in that.
Yeah. How's your life? Good?
My life's fine.
Did anything exciting happen since we last spoke? Did anyone figure out your identity?
Yeah, I got like 37
Shut up.
DMs the other day, which was
Shut
kind of off-brand, but
I actually like the confidants have been really kind about being like, yes, protect your peace, bitch. Like, you don't have to show his face. Like, I kind of appreciate that.
yeah, I saw that one comment where
Yeah.
somebody was like, "Oh, yeah, great, don't show the face." I mean, I like it's
Yeah.
perfectly fine. It's
Yeah.
great.
It'll come. It'll
That's no
come.
problem.
My housekeeping, I feel pretty.
Hey,
I
wow.
feel pretty
You are
because
pretty.
I got my hair did and I feel like fresh. I got my eyelashes on. I just feel like cute.
So you finally showered then too? Or?
Fuck you.
I know I'm a comedian. I'm here all day.
I feel like I normally have such a schedule with my showering because I do it at the gym too. And so when I skip the gym a couple
Hey,
days,
this is not me throwing shade. I was just like tossing that one in there. But
listen,
sometimes them they be kind of stanky,
The
but
pitties?
I can respect it. You know.
we've talked about this on the pod before, and I like asked advice from a medical doctor being like, if anyone's out there, why does one armpit stink so much fucking
yeah.
worse than the other? It's like kind of cuckoo nanners. But someone wrote back it's because it's like the ventricle that
right.
goes to your
That's
from your
closer to your
heart.
heart.
Yeah, which is one of your left armpit sinks.
Hey, I feel like left is always the one.
They said it with confidence, so I feel like I believe it.
That's most of the time. That's basically all I do, to be honest.
God, speaking of talking with confidence, like you know what you're doing. The election's coming up.
Ooh, as a non-American, this is a very interesting point of view. But
Listen.
I'm invested just because I'm here right now. You know.
Yeah, it is that time of year again. Every 4 years, we got to elect a new president. By the time this episode comes out, hopefully everyone will go spend the day and the next day voting. You can go to early voting. You can do your mail-in ballots. Hopefully by next week's episode, we'll be
Something
announcing the first female president.
Oh yeah, true.
Wouldn't that
true.
be something?
Hey, what's your favorite choice of voting? Your favorite medium of voting?
Oh, okay. I was like, Kamala, probably. I
Trying
would
to set you
say.
up with that one.
I do like going in because it just feels patriotic and American and stuff like that. But anytime I've been like, yeah, I'm going to go in and vote, it's like very anticlimactic. Like it's not really like a crazy line. People aren't like having a rally outside. They're just like everyone's trying to get in, get out.
You did show me a video of this girl smacking a dude upside the head.
Yeah.
Or
Well, it turns out like a Trump supporter came into a polling booth place in South Carolina and a bunch of women volunteers that were like older black women that I was like, oh wow, look, like they did not need to give us their time. Like that's very supportive of them. And this white dude comes in with a like fuck Biden hat on or something, and they tell him you can't wear it because I didn't know this. I found this out today.
Yeah, sure.
TikTok taught me that in some states it's illegal to wear like political garb to the polling booth.
Oh, not all states though.
Maybe not. I don't know. That's when we use this button.
Don't Google it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just like hearing Zach's voice, to be honest. I
You
feel
miss
like
him?
I haven't heard him for a
I
while.
know. He texted me the other day and he was like, are you okay? Like, I just haven't heard from you. And I was like, bitch, you're gone.
Yeah.
You're the gone one. Gone
That's
girl.
true.
I miss him. Anyway, the guy was starting shit and like the video set and like all the reports are saying that like this woman assaulted him and is being charged with assault. But like in the video, you can so very clearly see him taking his ID and bonking her in the
Oh,
forehead
no,
with
not
it.
not the forehead bonk.
He fucking forehead bonked her
Damn.
and she's fucking swung on him because bitch,
Hey,
that's
she ain't
what
got
you
time for
get.
that.
That's what
She's-
you fucking
she's
get.
already giving time
Yeah,
as a volunteer.
As a volunteer, oh my God. Thank you to all the volunteers who will take this week to give us your energy.
It's kind of crazy as just thinking about it. I mean, I don't think about the U.S. election outside of who wins, but like
Yeah.
thinking about what goes into it, obviously.
Oh,
it's just
yeah.
like all volunteer
You
run
would
and
think
everything
like
that.
there would be these like dudes in suits, like
Yeah,
step
but-
in here, please vote, now get out. But I feel like those kinds of people can be bought.
Yeah, that's true.
And so it's probably
you
better
never
that
really
it's
know.
the American people, you know, election workers
You
and
know,
volunteers.
yeah.
That, yeah. I can't get too deep in conspiracy theories. One of the things I've been seeing on social media is like how to protect your peace during the election cycle.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's a stressful time for a lot of people.
And you just got to set like some social meds boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm trying to, me and Zach do plan on watching election night together.
Oh, yeah.
And like hopefully.
What's your coochie saying?
My
What's the-
coochie's saying it's Kamala. And so the stars are also saying that. But a couple of my astrology girly friends have been like, there are many timelines. So like in this timeline, and I'm like, wait, no, we don't get to pick what?
This is the one time where astrology is incorrect, right?
Yeah, don't say that. Don't fucking, I'm knocking on wood. Oh, what do you hear,
Hello,
Kirby?
Kirby.
Do you want to give us a boof on air?
She's very concentrated when she's going for the boofs. Oh. And she's sniffing the microphone. Ooh, this smells kind of nice.
All right, and that was Kirby's corner.
I think she just said Kamala wins.
That's what I heard. So I was thinking it might be fun for this week because I was like, oh, I don't want to get anything like too dramatic while Zach's gone, like start a revolution. I thought
just like
instead,
full on replace him, right?
yeah, no. I mean, like you guys would have to sort that out between
Beef it
yourselves. Yeah, I
That's
feel
okay.
like what that would turn into like him making out with you or something.
We can
else.
like hug it out. Or
Yeah,
something
sure.
Like that.
Touch your boners together. I figured we could do like a little fun episode where it's kind of like a pop culture roundup chat,
Wow.
right?
That's a lot
Where
of words.
I have gotten some of the CHISME. You know what CHISME is?
I do not. It sounds like UK or something.
In
like that,
Spanish, like give me the CHISME. It means the gossip.
Oh, wow.
So like people be like, ooh, give me the CHISME, give me the tea, give me the goss.
Hey, I'm all for it.
It's like the whitest I've ever sounded. Give me the CHISME. Can I please have one CHISME?
I mean,
Burger, no CHISME.
all I will say is you've been very distinct about my accent or what you think my accent is. And I remember a podcast where you called me and was like getting me directly on the podcast from the phone. And I had felt a bit vindicated from a few commentators. A few of the what am I trying to say?
I don't know. It's your accent.
A few comments from the last podcast saying, "Oh, Kelsey, you did the."
Hold on. We were going into a fun little CHISME section, and you decided to bring up the accent.
It was just pretty funny.
Okay, I hear that you're thinking I've been doing your accent dirty.
No, I do not care, to be honest.
How would
It's kinda
you
funny
describe
because
your accent?
I'm a hodgepodge because I've lived in a lot of different countries, and I don't know. It's like I just feel like I pick up different accents like throughout my life.
I
And just,
always
like,
hear
kind of-
when you say like "ohs."
It depends where I've lived for the last few years.
The
and,
last,
like,
what the last few years? Like, what was that?
I don't
What lived
know.
for the last few years?
But like,
that
I
was
mean,
like Irish.
when I, like younger, with like 16 to 18, when I was in the UK and everything, like I just like full on had a British accent in my head, and I was just like, "Cheers, mate!" Like asking,
Oh,
say,
you
know.
still say that.
No, I like tossing it in there.
You say cheers to everyone
I like
as
that,
like
though.
thank you.
Yeah, that's a great one.
I think that's cool too. Cheers, brother. Cheers,
Yeah.
bruv.
I don't know about that one.
Cheers,
but,
mate, bruv. Hey,
Yeah.
spice. What was I saying? CHISME.
CHISME.
We're gonna try CHISME. We're gonna try gossiping.
Okay.
How do you
sounds-
feel about gossip?
I mean, as long as it's not about me, No.
Tea.
Oh. is
Oh,
that
what
one at
happened?
work?
Tea.
I don't know. I'm not a big gossiper. I just could care
No.
less for a lot of those things.
Yeah,
but-
you really do live that motto of like, it costs nothing to shut up. You know?
Hey, sometimes I just don't need to be talking.
I know, but I do feel like when you and I do CHISME,
CHISME.
we gossip. We are often on the same wavelength.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of the same opinionados about certain
People,
things.
like I feel like we both can read something because God, how many times are we in public and we see something and
Yeah.
we just be kicking each other?
Yeah, I mean, like that birthday party we went to it, and just like when. No. Just when certain people talk or something, just funny.
Yeah.
You just like look at each other and be
Oh
like,
yeah,
"Oh yeah."
I know. I
exactly
thought you
what
were
I'm
about to
gonna say.
spill the CHISME.
No, of course not.
I can't
just
help
don't.
but keep saying CHISME. How do you feel about pop culture?
Yeah, I think you know the answer to this.
I started laughing before I even realized
because
what I just
am
asked.
like the most. I mean, I wouldn't say the most, but definitely like very out of touch with
Yes.
pop culture.
You don't know anybody's name.
But that's the thing. Like, I know people's faces, like, actresses and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But names, not a chance. Like, only like the A-list of A-list is in my brain in terms of
Yeah.
names. Athletes, yeah, sure. Test
Oh
me.
yeah,
I
you
can
know
hit that
every
anytime kind of thing,
athlete.
but,
That's athletes that I don't know. That's like in America that are popular.
I mean, yeah, I grew up watching, a lot of hockey, a lot
Yeah.
of basketball, not
Yeah.
baseball, not really American football, but just
No,
for that.
yeah. Okay, so I've got some pop culture thingies that have happened, and I'm going to tell you about them, and like you can just react.
Okay,
But I'll throw in my opinions in there too, because
I hope so.
yeah,
I mean,
I think that's what we're here for.
that's
But
a given.
yeah. Okay, so we need like a CHISME song. Going to the CHISME town, getting some CHISME. Watch out now.
You're so impressive.
Thank you. Okay, you heard of Fyre Fest, right?
Oh, of course, yes.
Imagine that,
Uh-huh.
but a Taylor Swift convention.
I don't follow.
Okay, you saw me on my phone, like watching TikToks on the way to the escape room we went to today.
Okay.
I was just like glued.
driving, but,
I was just fucking glued to my phone looking at shit.
Uh-huh.
It's because I was watching the like 80-part series about this drama that is happening online that they're calling a Swiftie Fyre Fest.
Okay.
So essentially, there's a Taylor Swift fan who her name's Rebecca Fox. I'm just gonna say this outright.
Wait.
She seems like a real fucking cunt.
Wasn't that the It's Friday?
No, that's
What's
Rebecca Black.
Dude.
See?
So close. See?
So bad with names.
Self-explanatory.
So Rebecca Fox, I'm just gonna say this outright, real big. See you next Tuesday. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
She organized what was called the Holiday House,
Okay.
which was an event in New Orleans because Taylor Swift's on her last leg of the Eras tour, and
she's still touring.
yeah, can you believe?
Wow, that's crazy.
I know. And she had 3 shows in New Orleans. And she lives there, and she was like 14 months ago, she was like, I would like to host the Holiday House, which is I'm going to buy a block of rooms at a hotel. You know, in an American hotel chain, you can buy a block of rooms, and then that way you hold off a block like for a wedding, and people will get it at a discounted rate, and you guys can all be together.
Okay,
so her whole like pitch was like, I want all the Swifties coming to New Orleans to be able to afford it, so you can spend more money on like tickets and like better seats and merch and blah 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 blah. And so there's this Facebook group that formed with thousands of people who were like,
Swifties.
They were like, hell yeah, let's support this block of hotel rooms that this woman has, and we're gonna sign up for rooms. And there was like a wait list, like a crazy wait list, because they were like, oh my god, Rebecca Fox was like, I can kind of make this like a weekend event thing, like I'm gonna put together all these events, and it's gonna be like a fucking cool Taylor Swift hang convention, which like in theory, great idea.
Sounds fine.
A bunch of fans getting together, doing fun stuff.
Yeah,
sounds like a great time. So she's pitching all these things like, we're going to have these events all weekend long for the weekend that she's there. We're going to have these big brunch themed parties where we're going to have like mini fashion shows of all the Taylor Swift outfits. Then we're going to have like friendship making, friendship bracelet class and courses. I'm going to throw this big pool party at the hotel. That's a Taylor Swift pool party. There's going to be this big thing in New Orleans called the Starting Line, which is like a band that goes down the street and they play the music. And you get to walk. Yeah, you get to walk with it. And it's like it's a very like Baton Rouge, Mardi Gras-esque thing. And it's like kind of a staple. And we're going to get a big Taylor Swift starting line, and we're going to parade up and down the streets. And people are like, oh my God, this is going to be really cool. We're going to like, I'm going to like bring my friends. I'm going to like, I want to bring my daughter to this big thing that it's going to be. Well, athlete.
Did they at least get a sandwich with cheese on it? Or was it just gluten-free bread or something?
What if I told you it was the continental breakfast at the Hilton they were staying at? This lady was not only like, you have to be a part of this room block situation, but you have to pay tickets to go to every single event that she's throwing. So it was like $45 for the friendship making class, $55 for the brunch. It was $150 for the breakfast, continental breakfast thing.
So you're telling me Rebecca made a bag then?
And here's the kicker. Oh, I almost said your name. She claims that she was not making a cent.
Oh no.
Not only this, but this bitch said, once you have paid for a room, it is non-refundable.
Show me the books,
non-transferable. Unless if you want to cancel your room, you have to give me your Taylor Swift tickets.
Oh my God, she's a con artist. That's
you
impressive.
You have to give her your Taylor Swift tickets to cancel your room?
Who in their right mind reads that and like, yeah, she's going to throw some sick
you
events.
think there was a contract involved?
No, but of course.
Hey, these were all Facebook posts. Also, this is all alleged and hypothetical or whatever they say to cover their ass. Yeah. So she said, if you want to cancel your room, I don't care if your fucking dad dies. I don't care if the hurricane swipes your house away. You cannot cancel this room unless you give me your Taylor Swift tickets. Crazy. Also, here's the kicker. She lives there, right? Mm-hmm. She was not going to stay at the hotel. She also was not planning on going to the concert, except
if she got a tickie from some refunds.
Fucking tickies from refunds, but has claimed that she paid for them herself.
Yeah, of course. Allegedly.
So allegedly, she paid for them herself. The gift back. So not only did she say your room is non-refundable, not cancelable, but anyone that wants to book a room for this block, it's a $25 fee per person in the room that will go towards a Taylor Swift gift bag that will be in your room. So everyone's like, oh, okay. That's weird that there's a booking fee when it would cost nothing to book this through the hotel, but like it's going towards a gift bag.
The gift bag's a brochure for the concert or something.
Bruh, it's like Mardi Gras string bead, like a plastic like mask.
Oh yeah, just like the 10-cent,
like
whatever.
The Hilton Garden, like fucking pen and paper, like
maybe a Bible in there too.
Probably that might have been too expensive, and I think like a Taylor Swift themed cookie.
That's crazy.
And so people show up to this thing, and here's the kicker: not only are they like, wait, this is severely bad, like very poorly put together, but all of these like events you're throwing at the hotel and around the hotel, people at the hotel are just there. So we're throwing a pool party, but like it's with the hotel guests.
Yeah, you got little Timmy running around.
Yeah, having his 6th birthday party at the. Also, the starting line, the whole like walking down rounds. Nobody checked tickets. So random people were just joining the starting line, and you have to get a permit to do a starting line in New Orleans so that it doesn't like interfere, block traffic. You have to have a police escort. She put in a permit application 4 days before the event was supposed to happen. They declined her permit. She did it anyway.
So is she gonna get cooked from the? Like,
she supposedly has retained a lawyer.
Of course.
But here's what, like,
allegedly,
the cherry on the fucking sundae is. When I tell you this woman is a cunt, this woman had volunteers signed on from the Facebook group to help her. Yeah, this isn't the election, okay?
Yeah,
she has fucking Taylor Swift fans. Your damn camera froze again.
Oh, what's going on with that camera?
All right, well, we're just going to leave it because
that's okay.
Your face isn't in it.
Yeah, I mean,
just pretend like you don't move for the rest of the podcast.
That's what I do all the time. So.
She had all of these like poor like moms who are like taking their daughters for like their paycheck to like go to this thing. She is speaking to them on these like text threads and in messages and in group chats.
Like they're full on employees. Like
not only like they're peasants.
Oh no.
So there was a woman in the Facebook group that was like, Taylor Swift does this thing where she gives a hat to a little girl. Every performance, it's called the 22 hat. It's during the song, I don't know about you, but you're going to be 22.
Yeah,
and she goes to the front row because they picked out a little kid and she gives him the hat. And it's like a big moment. Yeah. And it's always been a little girl. Always.
Oh.
In the Facebook group, a woman was like, hey, my daughter had a brain tumor. She's a big Taylor Swift fan. Like, I would love to start a petition to get her to be like the hat girl or whatever.
Yeah.
This woman was like, no, not only no, but everyone's family has gone through shit. Everyone's kid is cute.
God,
everyone's family's got something. But I'm sorry, did you put 40? She said she put 40,000 hours of work into a event that she's not even getting paid for, and then has the audacity to say, and you know what? I'm going to start a petition to get the 22 hat.
Oh, my God. Wait. What's the age range of this woman? Do you have any idea?
I think she's a little older than me.
Oh, my.
She sure looks like it.
That's crazy.
And also this woman allegedly worked in customer service or events prior to this. And she literally was like, if you're not going to do that, if you're not going to be able to help people get the petition signed for me to get the 22 hat, then I'll just do it my fucking self. You're wasting my time. And then there was like another thing where a girl was like, hi, I want to keep the room. I just want to put it in my friend's name. Like she bought my ticket, so she's going to be coming now. And then like she didn't hear from the lady. She was like, hello, like, is this a thing? And she was like, stop wasting my fucking time with your attitude that you're giving me. I do not need this from you. There are so many other people that need me from you asking for a fucking favor. Like she's speaking to people this way.
I love America, man. It never gets old.
It's just I think she must have something wrong with her.
Well, you'd hope so. I mean, allegedly.
Because like otherwise,
then
fuck you.
That's
lady.
crazy.
Taylor Swift would be so disappointed.
I mean, I would. I mean, shit. I don't know who wouldn't, to be honest.
So that's the Taylor Swift drama. What do you think of that, CHISME?
That was pretty juicy.
It was juicy CHISME?
Yeah, it was some juicy CHISME.
Thank you. Moving on to our next CHISME segment. Oh, why is my phone recording? Weird. Okay. Makeup controversy.
Oh,
I know you love makeup. In fact, you tell me all the time, hey, put on some more.
No,
Why don't you?
Hey, that is crazy because I say the opposite.
I know. The thing that I knew when I had you hooked, when I was like, oh, he's going to eat my ass tonight, is I walked downstairs on our like 5th or 6th date or whatever, and you looked at me and you went, I was like, oh gosh, don't make fun of me. I don't have any makeup on. And you were like, huh? And I was like, I'm like tired. And you like came up to my face and you were like, you have makeup on. And I was like, is he trying to get laid? And you were like, you have makeup on?
You have very distinct eyebrows. Like your eyebrows are probably like the cornerstone of your face.
Yeah.
And then also you wear extension or
eyelash extensions. Yeah.
Which
it's giving.
Yeah, of course. Like it's.
But what you meant was I'm so naturally beautiful, right?
Of course. I mean, that's the baseline of it all. Of course.
I'm just kidding, y'all. Fuck. Okay. Makeup controversy.
Lay it on me.
Kylie Jenner.
Ooh.
Queen
not the biggest fan
of makeup. Yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of.
But also, I don't follow anything.
Yeah.
Her, so I don't know.
I just want people to love themselves the way they are.
Sure.
But she has famously made the Kylie Cosmetics line. She's become the first. She claims self-made billionaire, but I think it was Martha Stewart.
Well, that just feels like a weird claim, but whatever.
Yeah, because she was born into a place of privilege,
but
whatever.
Regardless.
Anyway, so she mega legacy in this makeup world. Like she's at the tippity toppity tier of all of them.
Yeah.
And she has famously in her like looks and the way she presents herself on social media has been about like enhancing like bigger lips. Her whole thing is like her lip fillers.
Pause.
Okay.
She was like notorious for like lying about getting any kind of work done,
she
right?
Like didn't say, and then she was like, yeah, I was really insecure about my lips, so I got lip filler. She like owned it, and then she was like, I'm getting it deflated because it's too much now.
Okay.
And people were like, you're too filled.
That's a very side plot real quick, but very prominent in the bodybuilding world. The only reason I like was because C-Bum, he's a Canadian guy that like just won the Arnold Schwarzenegger.
C-Bum is also what's inside of your pores in your nose.
Hey,
very topical.
But like notorious on social media these days for guys is like if they're natty or not kind of thing. And everybody lies about it.
If they're natty?
Natural, like not on steroids.
You did not just shorten natural and
they
say
call it
natty.
Yeah, that's literally what they call it in the bodybuilding industry.
Where I come from, that means natty light.
Oh, beer.
That is natural ice.
That's
beer.
hilarious.
The dollar store beer.
But very, I don't know, it feels like very similar with women lying about getting enhancements.
Yeah, and then
men being on steroids.
Lying about being a good person.
Or that. Drugs.
When we come back, I'm going to tell you what Kylie did.
I can't wait.
CHISME.
Wow.
This holiday season, Kylie has launched a no makeup line. No makeup bundle.
My male brain is imploding.
Yeah, just like absolutely short circuiting.
Yeah.
She's selling makeup that makes you look like you're not wearing makeup
on. Oh my gosh, she's an innovator.
See, here's the kicker. That's what makeup was for, right?
Sure.
Like a long time ago, men were the first ones wearing makeup. They were putting rouge on their face. They were wearing high heels in the court. It was a sign of wealth, blah, blah, blah. Then it became like, well, we don't actually want to know you're wearing makeup. This was like, I want to say like the 90s, because the 80s, they went crazy with color. And then the 90s was like, everyone needs to chill the fuck out. Stop it.
Yeah.
Be more neutral. Then the 2000s kicked back in and we were like, YouTube tutorials? Fucking full glam, bitch. That was my era. That was the MAC Cosmetics. That was like, we were going to prom every day in our makeup. Then it kicked back down again. And the millennials, they got tired. The Gen Zers said, hey, bro, you ain't got to do all that. Let's be natty, brah.
Natty.
And they came back in with clean makeup, what's called like clean, where it's like organic. It's good for your skin. It's got like actual skincare stuff in your makeup, which the first time I heard that, I was like, why have we not been doing this from the jump?
True. I feel like I
Right?
remember that phase of like shifting to like natural.
If I'm going to push shit on my face, you might as well make me also look younger. While
yeah,
I'm
and
at
not
it.
just get crazy acne
If I'm paying
blast out.
fucking
everything like
$60 for foundation, it better cure my acne.
That's true.
In more ways than one. And so it was like, I feel like we've been in a good place now where it's like a little bit of both. Now we're, you know, we're finding dupes. We're not spending insane amounts of money. Like when I was growing up, you couldn't find like drugstore makeup that was good, that was low price. Like you had to shell out for the big stuff.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. I was already broke enough. There was if I was trying to have to buy makeup.
You mean
I
subscribe to the
wouldn't have
patriarchy? She's expensive.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And so we've been in this like good place, right? Like where we have these makeup lines that are kind of known for their more like Elia is a big one. That's the one I wear. That is like the water dropper that I do, and I put it on my face like that one. I feel like Jones Road is another really popular one. And then Kylie comes out with this bundle, right? Where it is $95 to get this bundle of no makeup bundle.
Okay, so like, what are we talking? What's a bundle?
I think it's like a concealer, a lip and cheek stain, a lip gloss, and maybe like one or two other things.
Okay, so what's the world saying? Are they shitting on her for this, or is it like a 50-50?
They are mostly expressing frustration over the high prices for products that claim to offer like a very barely there effect.
Yeah, okay.
So there have been a lot of discussions on the social medias about the authenticity of promoting like a no makeup look through a commercial product line, because obviously all of her photos are going to be photoshopped to high heaven. Yeah, exactly. And they're like, this is what you'll get when you wear your no makeup look. Yeah. But Kylie Cosmetics, she has defended the line, emphasizing quality ingredients, and she's trying to empower people.
Of course she's like, this is like age-old time. It's always going to happen with this kind of stuff.
And it's been memeified to high heaven because it's like, you know, very memeable. But what did you think of that, CHISME?
I thought not that surprising, because I feel like that family is like just a bundle of joy of just like lackluster things coming out. Like they have ridiculous amount of eyes, so they can basically push anything and make money. So I'd hope that it is actually quality like ingredients and everything. But at the same time, like people be struggling out here, you know, $95 Renos for
that's a lot.
Some basically to not look, I don't even know what it's gonna look like. That's the thing. I have no idea like how minimal something like that would be.
It's ridiculous. I nailed the full glam look because that's what I grew up having to learn. Sure. Like when I need to go full out, bitch.
Yeah, you can go full out.
I look like a drag queen and I look good doing it. But the no makeup look, that's an art, baby. That is color correction. That is contouring. That is like anatomy. Some would say engineering of the face.
Hey.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah. So I actually spend more time doing a no makeup look.
It's not your forte.
It's not my forte, and it's not something I feel like comes naturally.
Oh, wow. I see what you did there.
To me.
Okay.
Are you ready for our last CHISME of the CHISME session?
Yeah, of course.
You actually gave me this CHISME.
Oh.
So I think you could have an opinion or so.
Oh, okay.
And unfortunately, it is not our squirrel conversation. You were really, I saw it in your eyes as soon as I said it. You thought it was going to be
Peanut at the inside, you know. If anybody know, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Unfortunate.
R.I.P. Peanut. Maybe we should just do Peanut.
Hey, it's whatever, because it got very political and people be pushing the politics
agenda.
Unfortunately.
Okay, if you don't know, go look up the story about Peanut on TikTok. Peanut the squirrel and Gary.
No, Fred the raccoon.
Fred the raccoon. Sorry.
Unfortunately,
I was thinking about
both of them.
I was thinking about Gary, the pygmy goat that we met this weekend at Maggie's birthday.
That was great.
You had fun, right?
Yeah.
We met fluffy cows.
Yeah, it was very exotic animals, but of like
exotic
animals.
Farm animals.
Like baby pygmy goats.
Zebra horses.
Like baby
horses.
I mean, not even like baby pigs, but just I don't know,
they were
definitely small version
teacup
of pig,
pigs.
You know? And then like
fluffy miniature cows.
And sheep, like miniature sheep as
miniature sheep with triangle heads.
Yeah. It felt very bougie Malibu.
But I had,
because I've been on some farms.
yeah.
And I ain't never seen any of them.
No.
Other than literal baby goats that were like
Those
around the same size. But
cows
those
were
are,
majestic. And they were like dogs. Like we were brushing them and they were like rubbing up against me.
yeah. I mean,
Did I tongue kiss a couple?
yeah. Kelce was going a little sus sometimes, but hey, I can't hate the player. You know?
Listen, it's good for the immune system to get all kinds of bacteria.
Whatever helps you sleep at night. You know?
I kissed a goat. I kissed a cow. A cow kissed me.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, they were like probably ridiculously expensive.
Yeah,
so
they probably get better
who-
like dental care than I
yeah.
do, TBH.
They're probably getting 5-course meals
yeah.
at the end of the day.
So, sidetrack. Let me bring us back to the background. Go look up Peanut the Squirrel if you need to feel something, I guess. But no, this chisme you told me about, which is that of connected back to our girl Taylor. Taylor's boyfriend Travis's brother Jason Kelce.
Oh, yes, yes.
Jason Kelce this weekend had an incident, a run-in at a football game. Because our boy, he's a Hall of Fame D-line.
Just playing side quests at this point.
He retired. He's done. He's got a podcast. He's
Right, he does.
he's fucking tired, and he's very rich. Actually, he's probably not tired. He's probably just getting started on his like
got a second
visible career. Yeah. He was attending a football game, and I don't know what in the world they were thinking walking up to the stadium with no security like that.
I got no idea.
Like, I don't know who that handler was
it was
because
a college football game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, holy shit. What are you thinking? Not having handlers there. So our boy Jason is walking up to the stadium. He's also like carrying like a 6-pack of canned beer with him.
I think he's just like permanently tipsy at least.
Yeah, I
at
love
all
that for him.
times.
And here's the thing. I do kind of love those Kelce brothers. Not because of the name sharing, but like
I've never really.
I like their podcast clips, and he does seem to have a good head on his shoulders, and his wife has a good head on her shoulders, and like
he seems a more like down to earth,
grounded guy. Yeah.
But I still don't really know anything.
But however, he's in hot water. But I am here to maybe defend him a little bit, but like we'll see. So he's walking up to the stadium, and some fucking loser dork fucking of the generation where like my generation,
You can't say R.
you talk shit, get hit.
Yeah, and I would hope so.
Like, if you're going to talk smack, you better be prepared to fucking fight back. The generation below me has been watching like YouTube pranksters, like Twitch live streamers, like fucking those dork YouTubers that like have security guards with them. So when they do shit in public to people, you know what I'm talking about.
Bozo.
Yeah.
Jack Dorsey.
Yeah, whatever the fuck. I thought that was the guy who owned Twitter. Isn't his name Jack Dorsey?
No,
Okay, whatever.
Blanking on that one.
Yeah, you don't know names when we're talking about. So some doofus comes up with his phone and is trying to get a reaction out of Jason Kelce and is like, "Hey, Jason, how do you feel about your brother being an f-slur for dating Taylor Swift?" And you see him like keep walking, and then he like registers what someone just said and like turns around. This man, Jason Kelce, is a big fucking boy.
Yeah. Exactly.
You gotta have one nut hair to be able. You gotta really be able to say something like that at him.
There's no way this guy wasn't just like drunk out of his mind as well. Like
that's
think? Well, I have no idea, but like that's the only way I feel like somebody has the balls to do something like that. But at the same time, who knows?
I don't know. I think those kids.
Yeah, maybe they just don't expect to have any
rage
kind of
bait, like
no expectation of getting any kind of consequences.
Jason Kelce whips around, grabs this man's phone, and smashes it to the ground.
And you know that noise when you, just drop your phone and you know
and your heart sinks.
The screen is cracked.
Yeah.
This thing is like going through your bones.
Yeah. This one was like fell through the middle earth.
Yeah. And it was just like,
You're like, that's in pieces.
Yeah.
This man has spiked footballs his entire career. This man spiked an iPhone.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. The guy who says that like freaks out. It's like, what the fuck, man? Did we do forget my phone? And like kind of like pushes Jason Kelce when Jason Kelce's like going to the ground to pick something up. And Jason Kelce turns around and is like, who's the f-slur now? Who's the f-slur now? Yeah, who's the f-slur now?
Mm-hmm.
And here's why I think he was being an ally.
Okay.
I actually think Jason Kelce was not saying like you're an f-slur. I think he was being like, yeah, what were you saying about f-slurs? What was that about f-slurs? Like, who's the f-slur now? What can you say that again? Mm-hmm. But I can also see how I might be very wrong.
I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like it's like when you're like a high profile person like that or anything, like people are tossing everything at you at all times. Like it doesn't matter. Like he probably was having a whatever bad day or whatever, where you like actually hear like, because most of the time you're just not even thinking about it. You just tune it out. You don't even hear it. But the ones that are like, attacking your family, that kind of stuff, like that's always the one that are triggering
and
usually
here's
for people.
The thing. You, as an athlete, have had this happen to you before.
Yeah.
People I won't say what position you play, but people have access to your ears sometimes.
I mean, it doesn't matter where you are on the pitch. It's like you're always hearing certain things.
And people have yelled things about your family, your girlfriends.
People always find things about you on social media.
I never thought about it. I might get to be one of those girls one day.
Who knows? Maybe you're lucky with that one. But that's always like the thing that, because it's like a thing that's close to home for a lot of people. It's like, whatever.
Family.
But like the most like ludicrous whatever shit that they toss out is just like, bro, like just leave me alone. I could care less what you have to say.
Yeah. And like some people have been like, no, he was just repeating what that guy said. He wasn't like using the f-slur in a derogatory way.
Yeah.
And have praised his actions for like setting a boundary with fuck faces.
In my opinion, like this is not a cancelable offense. Like there's no way that this is like, oh my God, he's gone so overboard or whatever like that. It's just,
I think the context in which it happened, like what the guy is saying it first and calling it to them, like.
But of course, like the first thing I see is the TMZ clip of
Jason Kelce
saying that
f-slur,
and of course that's like such a TMZ thing. They're like, oh my God, he just said this, and then everybody, like when I looked at just like seeing it on Twitter, it was like all the comments were like, bro, give us some context at least to show the rape happened before.
Yeah, and I'm just waiting for TikTok to like find out who the college kid was that was like.
Of course, I mean like it's just dumb shit.
And I wonder if like Jason Kelce is gonna pay for that guy's phone. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure the kid can press charges like damage property or whatever.
Yeah, who knows? Allegedly.
I don't know. What do you think of that, CHISME?
I thought it was just, I don't know. It's just like the one cancel culture is very in and out lately.
Careful.
But like it's like everywhere, obviously.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
I think people are, even like the people who are a part of cancel culture get sick of cancel culture.
No, yeah. And like very much like valid for a lot of reasons for a lot of people. Like it's just like all shit like in the past is getting dug up, and it's just like, you can clearly see that that's like horrendous kind of thing. But
my favorite is when TikTok does a better job than the police.
Yeah, exactly.
Like this is CHISME. This is side quest CHISME. I wasn't even gonna go down, but like you know what I'm talking about, the fraud scam incident of the car on the highway.
Yeah, that you were talking about.
Bro,
Yeah,
if you guys have not fucking heard,
that was hilarious.
The rabbit hole I went down. Quick CHISME side quest. A woman had a dash cam on her car on a highway in New York City. This car comes in front of her, tries slamming on their brakes, but she stops in time. And so what does the car do? We realize she didn't hit us. So they ram back, they reverse their car into her, and then they get out being like, my head, my neck.
Clear insurance fraud.
Like and the woman's like, well, she doesn't say anything. The guy realizes she has a fucking dash cam, and they panic.
Switches up real quick.
So quick. Here's the thing, though. That woman posted it. Bitch, this shit had like 6 million views in a day. They found the car in New York City, in Brooklyn, and trashed the car.
Yeah, I mean,
the fraudsters.
It
was such a nuisance that the police had to go and tow the car off the street. There were live streamers who were setting up their phones, having a 24-hour watch of the car, the fraudsters.
I mean, that's the dedication I can respect.
That's the cancel culture I can get behind. That's where I would like my tax dollars going towards.
Yeah,
they found the guy's name. They found out his girlfriend's name, where she was from. Like, they found out everything.
Yeah, hey, exactly. That's
get a dash cam.
That is very true.
Get a dash cam.
Because especially in this country, you never know.
Fraudsters. Wow. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Do you feel satiated with cheese?
I do, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Even though I don't feel like I love cheese at all times.
No. We needed an outlet for healthy goss.
Yeah, that's very true.
I will say I've enjoyed having you as a co-host.
Wow, I appreciate that.
It feels like just us talking on the couch like we do
we're
every
just
night.
chilling, and then with our dog,
Curvy girl,
just
she's
with her blip hanging out,
with her
like
blips and her
crazy.
nips out. She is just
Put some clothes on,
two
man.
sheets in the wind. Get a bra, girl. I love this dog. I love you. I love this
wow.
podcast. I love the Confident Bottoms.
Wow.
You have anything to promote?
No, but I just would like to promote my love for Kirby and love
Yeah.
for you and
Aw.
everything that this podcast has brought from
Aww. And we want to promote Kirby is Adoptable on I Stand With My Pack on Instagram.
you. Big time.
So if you know anyone that wants a perfect bully blip dog,
Yeah.
go check her out.
She's so perfect, to be honest.
Hey, keep your safe sacred this week during this election cycle, and hopefully, sweet Confident Bottoms, we will have an amazing episode next week. And until then, stay classy,
And who
San
knows?
Diego.
Oh my goodness.
Bye.
Bye.